Tonight, a second chance of life for a dog nearly lost in the waters off Marina Del Rey.
The young dog was saved by rescuers who usually come to the aid of stricken marine mammals. Now, as Eyewitness News reporter Rudabeh Shabazi tells us, the newly named Nemo needs to find a home.
Peter Wallerstein is used to rescuing mammals from the unforgiving waters of the Pacific, but never any he can hold. This 2-year-old husky mix is a first.
My hundreds and maybe thousands of rescues of marine mammals, I'm never able to bond with an animal like that.
The dog, now called Nemo, was struggling to survive underneath a dock in Marina Del Rey when someone spotted him at 6 a.m. and called sheriff's deputies. He was holding on to life by resting his paws on cables below the docks, but was still barely able to keep his head above the water. They called Wallerstein for help.
We don't know how long he was actually swimming in the water, and he couldn't get up on the docks. The docks were too high. The dive steps on the boats were too high. There was nowhere for that poor animal to get out of the water, so he could have been swimming around for hours. He could have had just minutes to survive. And luckily, he was smart enough to find the cables underneath the dock where he was able to rest his paws on. That's the only way he was able to survive.
Skinny, freezing, and likely minutes away from death, Nemo ended up at a shelter where no one claimed him.
When Nemo came out of his shell, it was just an unbelievable discovery. He was a gem, and we didn't know. We had absolutely no idea because at the beginning he was scared. So he could be any kind of dog, and this is a really pleasant surprise that he's such a wonderful dog.
Right now, Nemo's staying at a cage-free facility, but he does need a good home, and they're looking for the perfect family to adopt him. So if you're interested, they hold adoptions every Saturday, and we've posted their information on our website at abc7.com. In El Segundo, Rudabeh Shabazi, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
An update on an amazing story we brought you earlier this week about a dog called Nemo found clinging to a dock in the waters of Marina Del Rey.
Well, today he was reunited with his family, and as Eyewitness News reporter Rudabeh Shabazi tells us, he was a long way from home, and his name's not really Nemo.
We brought you the story of a dog rescuers called Nemo 2 days ago, and it turns out one family who saw the story had been searching for him for 2 months.
I knew right away, instantly, and I think we just all stood there and just we're in shock. I mean, 2 months later.
The dog had been emaciated, found hanging on for life under a dock in Marina Del Rey. But his home was in Norwalk with the Rodriguez family. He ran away when a cable installer left the gate open.
After looking and looking and looking, and I'd go to the shelter, it starts to weigh on you seeing these dogs and not seeing yours day in and day out. And you have to come to the sense that I'm not going to find him.
And today, the Rodriguezes are reunited with the dog they call Ghetto.
I wanted to hold him again. I want to walk him again. I want to take him everywhere that we used to take him.
I can't believe it.
I'm in shock. I mean, I can't believe we found him. I never really gave up hope, but I was just starting to because it's been 2.5 months, and I'm like, there's no way. And then we see the video, and I'm like, where's Marina Del Rey? How did he get that far? Where has he been this whole time?
Ghetto actually escaped death twice, once in the ocean and once at the pound. That's why rescue groups are urging everyone to tag and microchip your dog so they can be returned easily if they're ever lost.
Because he was almost euthanized, and that would have been avoided if he were chipped.
A lesson learned the hard way, but one with a happy ending.
His inner beauty and strength is just amazing. He's an amazing dog, and we're grateful to have him back.
In El Segundo, Rudabeh Shabazi, ABC7 Eyewitness News.